So we're back, and I went down in that comment section of the last video, and seen in the comments that you guys wanted to see Grave Clobber. Now, Grave Clobber, ironically, asked for Grave Clobber, and it got 4 likes. Now we're doing a video about Grave Clobber. What's up, you guys? Back here with another video. I'm glad to see you guys again, and what we're going to do is I'm going to go through Grave Clobber's attacks and what I think about him, and give him a score out of 10 at the end of the video. I'll give him a score out of 10, and this will just be my personal take. Feel free at the end of this video to comment down below who would you like to see next, and maybe we'll get that one out next. But without further ado, let's get into it. So Grave Clobber's first ability is just a clobber punch. So I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory. He just kind of punches. That's it. Nothing too special, you know. Just kind of like a light combo punch. His B attack is he summons the Gator Geyser, and that just kind of comes up and sprays down enemies. This thing's pretty dope. I enjoy using this. It's a pretty good, useful tool. And sometimes it can save you too from projectiles. I hide behind it sometimes to keep myself alive because, you know, he has to close gaps because he's a melee character. And then we got, for his Y ability, Big Splash. Now, Big Splash is a really good tool to use to get enemies kind of away from you. I noticed when you belly flop, you can stun people and kind of use them as a punching bag after you stun them. It was a strategy I kept using. And it pushes people a little bit. You can knock people off the edge. It's a pretty useful tool. Now, the Luchador Lariat. After any clobber punch, hold X to launch your Lariat. This move is very fun. One thing I like about the Lariat is that when you launch the Lariat or use the Lariat, it hits for more than one. It has more than one hitbox, I should say. Probably a better way to say it. And so, yeah, it's fun to use. You can close the gap on people. It's and it knocks people off the edge. Very good, useful tool. Only thing, though, it's kind of a slow attack, so it does leave you vulnerable. But, like, you know, you can't be completely broken, right? And then we got an upgrade for his B attack, precision slamming, excuse me. And holding B makes it to where you can control where the Gator Geyser shows up, so you can like choose where it goes, which this is pretty good. I don't use it that often unless I'm trying to set up an enemy or so. I can put like more than one setup around the person, and they can just kind of take damage from that. Then I can come in and lariat or some stuff like that. I don't know, however you want to do it, but it's a pretty good one. Now, waves in the pool. Send a wave out with each Big Splash. Now this move right here is extremely useful. Not only does a Big Splash stun people, but when you stun people or stun enemies, it sends out that wave and it pushes them back, and it also has more than one hitbox. Very good move. I rely on this move. This move is like low-key my crutch sometimes, but I really do enjoy this move. I'm glad Grave Clobber has this attack. It's I want to say close to his bread and butter. I feel like it can get you out of some sticky situations. Now, with Grave Clobber, I went the top path via some recommendations and just reading it. It seems like the best path. I like combos, me personally. I'm definitely a combo heavy person, so yeah. So, Tsunami Punch is his first one, and it's just Clobber Punch, do more damage. Simple. Great. Anything that does more damage for your character is always an S tier upgrade. Regardless, we all like more damage. That's just it. That's simple. The second one to the top path, the second ability, is the Monsoon Boom. When you punch a Gator Geyser, it produces a watery explosion. So it seems like when you punch the Gator Geyser, it spins, it does this little vortex, shoots water around it, and it knocks up enemies. It is a very good tool. If you use it the right way, it doesn't knock up like obviously heavier enemies, like bigger, like bosses, but like usually it's just like the normal trash, like that can take more than one hit, like the rats or something, for example. It's very useful. It knocks them in the air and it gives them an opening. I like this move a lot. It's a very good move. The final attack for the top row is the Lucha Libre. After any clobber punch, hold B to perform the Gator Geyser suplex, or hold Y to perform the top rope super splash. Now this upgrade is very dope. It kind of brings them all together. This last upgrade right here, again, very fun to use. It's kind of different. I do appreciate how his combos are different. It's not just like, you know, you press X 2 times and then press Y, or you press X 2 times and press B. You kind of like mix it up by doing 1 attack and then attacking, or you can do 2 attacks or 3 attacks and then use your attack. It's kind of unique. I like how it's set up that way. It's not like, you know, every person with a combo, but regardless, I'm definitely, if I have a brawler or anything, me personally, I love using my combos. Anyway, moving on to the next one, we got Poseidon Lariat. After any Clobber Punch, hold X to launch an upgraded Lariat. Now this one's a little bit weird. I've been playing with it a little bit, trying to figure out what I can do with it, which you can do some setup stuff, but I'm just not that good. But I'll still show you an example of like how it works. So when you hold your X button, like, you know, when you do the Lariat like the first time, instead of it just charging with the Lariat, it spawns 3 of the Gator Geysers, which it does not say in the text, which is weird, but it does. It brings up 3 Gator Geysers and you kind of smash through all 3 of them. And then last but not least, Grave Clobber Sky Chi, called Wave Clobber. The ultimate sensei attack, hold right trigger to perform Sky Chi power use to direct your fist of fury as waves pull enemies towards you. So I'll demonstrate that up here. It's a pretty good move. I don't know if I like it that much. I feel like if you don't kill the enemy, it kind of gets you killed, and I've been playing on Nightmare, which is extremely punishing for any type of hit. You guys know how that is. You'll get punished so hard if you do the wrong thing. But my only gripe with that is that it pulls enemies towards you, and it's gotten me killed once or twice or 3 times. Now, with all the little informations and tidbits that we got here, now we'll talk about the figure and how the figure looks. I really like the color. Mine is still in box, but I really like the color on how the figure looks. He has this blue metallic-y look for his head and his arms, like pretty much where all the stone is. It looks pretty dope. I like the detail on his wraps, all the wraps on his body. It looks really good. It's a really dope looking figure. Not really mad at it. You know, I think it's solid. I think the design on the box is pretty solid. The little picture he has on top, even though that's not, you know, it's not really a part of the rating, but I just like it. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about that. Now, now that we made it to the end of the video, I'll give you guys like kind of like an official rating for Grave Clobber. So Grave Clobber, I think out of 10, I will give Grave Clobber a 7. Yeah, I feel like that's right. I'm gonna give Grave Clobber a 7. The reasons why I gave Grave Clobber a 7 is because his Sky Chi is alright, but I feel like it kind of sucks and doesn't do enough damage. Usually when you're pulling people towards you and you don't get that kill off, it leaves you open because he does like this little flex pose and it gets you killed, and it's gotten me killed way too many times. He's a little bit slow. Him being slow kind of holds him back, I feel like. Obviously, I feel like he should be slow though. It's like, I feel like if he was any faster, or if he was faster, it'd be kind of imbalanced in a way. Another thing is, one of his attacks that I don't like that much, like it can be kind of useful, but not really, is, hear me out on this one, is the Gator Geyser. Now the Gator Geyser, it has some utility. Like I said, you can use it to block yourself, which is actually a plus. It's actually a plus that you can use it to block yourself. And you can also use them to kind of like passively damage something. Like if there's like a boss or something like that, you can passively damage it. One thing I don't like is if you put the Gator Geysers a little bit too close together but not right on top of each other, it'll destroy the other Gator Geyser, which kind of gets annoying. Like when you spawn it in. When you spawn it, it breaks the other Gator Geyser sometimes. And sometimes I'm trying to get 3 out to like maybe lock down a boss somewhere and have it do damage to him, set them up while I'm fighting something over here so I can kind of get some stuff going or push something out the way. I still don't think 7 out of 10 is bad at all though. It's definitely above average. And then also a good thing, I would say a plus, is that he has very good health. He has a lot of health, which is very good. So And just, but all around with his abilities combined and like the little combinations you can do with his attacks, I've been experimenting with it, just trying to play with how to use him. And I'll show you guys a little bit like some of the things I did or how I utilized some of his attacks. But he's a fun character. He's definitely a fun character. Now, if you guys do not have Grave Clobber, I would definitely recommend picking him up. He is a great Skylander, or Sensei, if you will. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys at the end of the video. Like I said, make sure you guys like, make sure you guys subscribe, leave a comment down. Let me know what your favorite Skylander is. Let me know what your favorite Sensei is. Let me know who you want me to cover next. I'm gonna try to do more of these videos. Seems like you guys like them or being interactive with them, so like I'll keep them coming if that's what it is. Anyway, you guys, Portal Masters for life. Peace.